Mercedes-Benz is teaming up with a company called Daimler to create a challenge to gaming enthusiasts to help build games for autonomous cars, which sounds like a good, fun thing for students to do. You present some ideas, you come up with some prototypes, you brainstorm, you award prizes. Sounds like a fun event. But let's actually think about this just for one moment. What are people doing right now on buses or trains or in the back seat of a car? They're reading, they're using their smartphones, they're talking in a variety of different ways, or maybe they're just sleeping. They're not driving the vehicle. Now, Daimler is casting a wide net, encouraging submissions across a range of genres, including racing. Oh yeah, that's the perfect video game to have in a car. Education for children and even adults, or even virtual reality. Yeah, virtual reality, because if something to your autonomous car ever happens, you want to be completely oblivious, not be correcting the problem while flying in your spaceship. It's even opening up various components in the interior as potential input devices, hinting that some games might incorporate use of the steering wheel, pedals, or HVAC system. Okay, now I'm all for innovation here, but this is a recipe for disaster. You know how there's the Boeings, the 737s, they're all being grounded all over the world because of AI that's forcing the plane to point down because the system thinks it's stalling, because the planes then eventually crash. Now we want to put automated stuff like video games in a car and give passengers the ability to play with the steering wheel, the pedals, and the air circulation systems, which is essentially death by crashing, death by acceleration, and now death by asphyxiation while you're thinking you're playing a video game. Great. It's also not limiting ideas to the insides of the cars or cars themselves, mentioning it's open to concepts with car-to-car features, games for buses and mobile apps, or even games that integrate elements from the real world outside gathered from predetermined routes. Now, this is all fine, but why can't you do that now with your mobile phone? Why go the car route? Let cars be cars. Let mobile phones just do everything else. What's wrong with developing a mobile phone app that has a bunch of games on it, which we've been doing now for years? The last thing I want to do is get on a bus while everyone's now playing musical chairs. But they're now playing musical chairs and scoring points or doing some other bullshit. Just leave me alone and let me read in peace, please. That's all interesting stuff. Again, this is nice for students or kids to get into some hardware experience. I think that's great. You can do virtual reality. You can do augmented reality. That sounds cool. I think that'd be a great project. But I don't want an automated Uber offering me video games. I have my own, and I have my own books. I know what value my time is. That's why I'm getting in a car to go somewhere. I don't need to be distracted. I don't need to have car-to-car communication in an automated, futuristic world. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Can anyone see a particular use of having video games in cars and buses? Maybe a way to teach people to be friendly? I mean, that's a nice thing, like maybe a talking metro mascot. Might be good for kids. So, what are some healthy and safe ideas for software or games on vehicles?
Do you like